lights are on.
Oh yeah, there's no sweeter sound than your dinghy's engine not turning over. Not. Our Happy Day sports an 11-foot Rendova with a 30 horsepower outboard hanging from a Ross Kelly davit. Probably a bit of overkill for our water home, but it's what we inherited from the previous owners. I've been troubleshooting the starting issue for a couple weekends now. At first we thought it might be old fuel. You know, we really didn't use it last year, so who knows how old the fuel was. So I emptied the tank, filled it up with new fuel, and replaced the fuel filter. No dice. So next up, I replaced the spark plugs.
Well, this is our third attempt to start the dinghy. We'll see what happens.
Huh?
It's a third attempt to get it started.
Maybe third time's a charm, baby.
You never know. So Scott has now replaced the spark plugs tonight, and we've already replaced all the fuel on the engine and the fuel filter. He's now priming it.
It would start with the choke, but would not continue out of choke. I also dumped some seafoam into the fuel tank, thinking that might help. Nope, same result. Everybody I've talked to now said it's probably an issue with the carbs. That's my next project, tearing down the carburetors and cleaning them.
Sure makes a lot of noise.
Well, today's the day I'm going to tackle this. Finally decided it's time to clean out the carburetors. So I need to take off this entire manifold here. Got to disconnect some of the tubing. There's only 6 screws that hold this whole section on. Take this inside, take the carburetors apart, clean them out, gunk them out. And hopefully when I put it back on, everything works and the engine will finally start. Tired of working on this thing. What we're looking at here is the carburetor manifold right here. And we also have the intake manifold right here. This is for a Honda 30 horsepower 4-stroke outboard engine. Well, we finally got the carburetor manifold off of the system. So there's the front of it. Here's the back of it. So now it's a matter of, I need to first take off this manifold. And this is for the intake manifold. One nice thing Honda did was they made everything the same, so they're just 10mm nuts and bolts on everything, so don't really require a lot of tools in order to do this. I won't bore you with all the details of the rebuild, but check out the links below for the videos that I used as reference. These guys are great, and I'd highly recommend them if you have carburetor issues with a 4-stroke Honda outboard. Everything is assembled back together. Need to go now put this back on the boat. Hopefully it goes together as easily as it came off. Going there like that, that goes out like that. Let's see.
Now it doesn't even start.
Just leave it on. So, in one final attempt to get this dinghy running, Allie's brother-in-law, Kurt, came over. Kurt was a chief engineer for the Washington State ferry system for many years. With a quick shot of carb starter, we were able to get the engine going. Kurt adjusted the idle setting, and away we went. Who knows, maybe that's all it ever needed in the first place, but at least it was a learning experience that I hope not to repeat anytime soon.
Okay, we're going to repeat what we did last fall and go for a dinghy ride. We got our oars. Maybe don't go far, guys.
Hey, we made it farther than the last time.
Oh my god. We are having, look out for those logs. Look at that log. The thing was huge. Yay!
I think I get out of this guy's way.
Let's hope it stays running because we're out in the bay now. So what just happened? We lost power steering, and that was
Well, we didn't lose power steering.
just steering.
The
Cable, the nut came off.
The steering linkage nut. We lost the nut on the bolt, and so
You're having to hold the motor to steer us.
it's the old manual way up. I don't know why I'm holding on to
Steering
It's
wheel.
more just for leverage than anything. So I just have to steer it the old-fashioned way, using my hand as the tiller.
I guess we're heading back now. Oh my god. Oh, the dinghy.
This dinghy is.
It's been entertaining at least. So, what are you doing, Scott?
I am manually steering this boat with my hand, turning the engine back and forth because the bolts for the steering linkage lost its nut, so it disengaged. So
We're manually turning the engine with his hand.
luckily, we still have the bolts and the washers. I don't know where the nut went.
Well, if anyone has been following our dinghy journey, this has been going on for probably at least a month, trying to get it started. And as you probably have seen in the clip before this, we finally got it started on Friday. Just needed the idle adjusted and a little bit of carburetor cleaner. And yesterday we went for a lovely dinghy cruise throughout the marina. It was super fun, really cool. That's what a lot of people are doing. And then we got about 5 fairways away when the steering cable broke loose.
The steering linkage.
The linkage.
So I don't know if you can see it from over here. Basically,
I'm gonna zoom in.
I don't know if you can see this. I don't want to. So the bolt came out of here.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
So this connects to the steering wheel. Steering wheel moves this back and forth, and then that moves the engine back and forth.
And so we had to, he had to hang on to that little bracket and steer us home yesterday. And then this morning we went and got a nut for it. Do not drop it.
No, that's the goal.
So it was a pretty easy fix. You know, of course we were worried though because when you lose power steering, you hope it's something simple. You're close, but not.
Well, we hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share by clicking on the links below. And make sure you hit the notification bell so you're notified the next time we post a new video. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.